Hi, KB. How are you today? For today's story time, our book title is The Clever Rabbit and the Lion. So for today's story, it's going to be a little bit different because you're not going to see the pictures on the pages. You're only going to be listening to the story. So you have to have your best listening ears so you can really think about who are the characters, what are they doing, what do they look like, which character is talking, and what's happening in the story. So before we begin, we're going to talk about 2 vocabulary words. And the first one comes straight from the title, The Clever Rabbit and the Lion. So our first word is clever. Can you say that with me? I'm going to tap my head. Clever. Good job. One more time. Clever. Now we've talked about clever before, so I think you know what this one means. But clever means very, very smart. If you are a clever child, which you all are very clever, that means you are very smart. So that means that the rabbit in the story is probably going to be very, very smart. A clever rabbit or a smart rabbit. All right, the second word we're going to talk about is a little bit longer. So this time, let's pull our ears. The word quickly is reflection. So let's say it slowly now. Reflection. Good job. One more time. Reflection. Perfect. So a reflection is when you can see yourself reflecting back in a mirror, or maybe you can see yourself reflecting back in a puddle. So let's look at some pictures of what reflection means. All right, so this first picture, you might recognize the character. It's Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh is looking at his reflection in a puddle of water. So you can see Winnie the Pooh in real life, and then you can also see his reflection in the water. Let's look at another picture. Okay, so this is Winnie the Pooh with his friend looking at a reflection. Whose reflection do you see? Do you see Winnie the Pooh's reflection? Or do you see Tigger's reflection in the water? That's right, you're seeing Tigger's reflection in the water. So we not only can see our reflection in water, but you can also see your reflection in the mirror. If you look in a mirror, you can see yourself. That's called a reflection. Okay, so now we're going to listen to the story. And I want to give a big shout out and a big thank you to Kate Dirga from grade 6, because she is the one who will be reading the story for you today. But again, you will not see the pictures. You're only going to be listening to Kate read the story. So I really hope you enjoyed the story. Make sure you have your best listening ears, and I'll see you when it's all done.
Hi kids, I'm Kate Dirga. Today, I'm going to tell you my version of Clever Rabbit and the Lion. This is one of the most famous stories from India. And this is how it all started. Once upon a time, in a great big jungle, lived a great big lion. He had great big paws and very sharp claws. Ching! Look at me! I am the strongest and the biggest creature in the jungle. I'm gonna eat you all up, roared Lion arrogantly. No, 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 cried the jungle animals. You are all small and weak. You can't stop me. All the other animals were terrified. The next day, all the animals hid from Lion. Where are you all? I want to eat you, roared Lion. His scary voice just made the animals hide deeper. Suddenly, a brave, white, fluffy creature popped out. Hi, are you looking for me? Are you looking for me? Huh? Here I am, present! Sorry, I tried to come earlier, but a great big lion stopped me, said Rabbit. Nonsense! I am the only lion in the jungle, roared Lion arrogantly. No, you're not. Oh, no, you're not. This lion had bigger paws and sharper claws, said Rabbit. Show me this lion. I'll eat him up, then I'll eat you. So, Clever Rabbit led Lion to the deep, wide river. He lives there. No. Go further. No, to the left. Yes. No. Sorry, to the right. No, keep going. Yes, keep going. Stop, right there. He lives right there. Lion looked into the water. Another lion looked back. Lion shook his head. Another lion shook his head too. What do you think he was looking at? Yes, his reflection, of course.
Okay, we're just going to take a quick break and think about this reflection. The lion looks into the water and sees his reflection. So does that mean there are two lions? No, there are not two lions. There's only one lion. The lion just sees himself in the water. But does the lion know that it's not another lion? He doesn't know. He thinks there is another lion. And he thinks that lion is bigger and scarier than him. So what do you think he's going to do to the other lion? Let's find out.
Lion was furious. He leaped at the other lion in the water. Splash! Lion was swept away. Help! 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 Lion was out of breath, and his voice became fainter and fainter and fainter. Rabbit called Monkey. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. He signaled Monkey. Monkey swang from branches to branches in the speed of light. Monkey lassoed the branches towards Lion, and 5 antelopes swirled the branches and tied them on their horns. Together, they pulled Lion back to safety. The little animal saved Lion. Thank you. Thank you. Lion looked up at the small, weak animals with cheery and apologetic eyes. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for what I said and did. From now on, I will promise that I will protect the jungle and all of you. And that is how Lion became the king of the jungle. So kids, if there is one thing you can learn from this story, is that you should measure a person by the size of their heart, not by the size of their body. Remember this idiom: what really matters is invisible to the eye.
All right, I hope you enjoyed that story today. Now, because it's only an audio story, it means you're only listening, you should probably listen to it more than one time. It's the same thing when we're reading. If we read a story 3 times, we can understand it better. So maybe if you listen to the story 3 times, you will understand it better too. So I want you to think now, who were the characters in the story? There were many, many characters. There were lots of jungle animals. So I bet you can name a few right now. But I want you to think of the 2 main characters or the 2 most important characters. You can also find them in the title of the story. They are the rabbit, the clever rabbit, and the lion, the 2 most important characters. What about the setting? Where was the setting? In the jungle, in the jungle. Now we don't know when the setting is, but because the animals were awake, they were talking to each other, we can probably assume that the setting was in the daytime and not the nighttime. But we're not too sure as it's not said in the story. So I want you to think about the 2 main characters for this next activity, the clever rabbit and the lion. And now I want you to pick just one of those characters. Okay, so now that you have one character in mind, either the clever rabbit or the lion, I want you to draw a picture of that character here. Again, please do not draw both characters, only one, because it says illustration of the character. There's no S here, so only one character, either the rabbit or the lion. Now let's look at this word illustration. You might know it from talking about the illustrator of the story. And remember, the illustrator is the one who draws the pictures. So an illustration just means a drawing. So draw a picture of the character. So after you draw a picture of the character, I want you to come down here. Let's read it together. What I know about the character. So listen to the story a second time and probably a third time. And then I want you to write a couple sentences about what you know about the character. For example, if we're going to choose the rabbit, we know from the title and from the story that the rabbit is very clever or the rabbit is very smart. Why is the rabbit smart? What does the rabbit do that's clever? And now if you chose to write about the lion or you chose to draw the lion, what do you know about the lion? Is he nice? Is he mean? What does he do that's nice? Or what does he do that's mean? What happens to the lion in the end of the story? Think about that and write a couple sentences. Again, how many characters are you choosing? Just one. Okay, KB, I hope you enjoyed this story today. It's a very, very important skill to have, to just be able to listen to a story and not just read it on paper. And I know that if you try your best, you can do it. One more special thank you to Kate Dirga from grade 6. Have a great day, KB, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.